Now, you also mentioned that you and Austen had a bit of a falling out after the whole Lindsay Ciara thing. Talk me through that conversation because we saw it on Summer House where you were, obviously we saw the fight between Danielle and Ciara, and you were kind of trying to explain to Lindsay why, what her and Austen did wasn't really cool and how it hurt Ciara's feelings. What was the conversation like with Austen? Did you found out when you went on Summer House, right? When you were in New York, that's when you found out what had happened between Lindsay and Austen, right?
Well, Paige was texting me,
Mm.
and I remember like we had brought in my agent, and like he manages like our podcast, and we were just like Austin just wasn't in a good place last summer, and it had started like a couple weeks before, and that was kind of the culmination of everything, and it coming to a head. And when that happened, it was just like, look, this happens to all of us. There's
Yeah.
been times in my life where people had to cut me off and stuff, but I was just, look, the book was finishing up, like Sewing Down South store was doing great. And I all of a sudden had all of these employees and all of these teammates to be, I was responsible for. And it just, I needed to cut Austin loose for a little bit. And we just didn't talk. I mean, it was pretty, he just had, I don't know what was going on with him, but there was a lot of anger. And so we just didn't talk for like 2 months. And then, we started filming Southern Charm, and it was right when we were starting to amend our differences. So you'll get to see that all play out on the new season of Southern Charm. But yeah, some people go through, rough patches, and this was just happened to be one of his. And it kind of stinks for him that now, he's done a lot to improve from there and move
Yeah.
on and amend all those relationships. And now it obviously all gets aired, 9 months later, which is a little tough, but
Yeah, now he has to go through it all over again.